I am Donika,
And I am Myra, and this is a Black Women Healing Podcast.
a space to discuss mental wellness,
a space to dive into soul care and vulnerability.
Here, we will support you on your journey as you focus on your healing,
while also giving you the work along the way.
Welcome to Black Women Healing Podcast. Hey y'all, I am here to announce that our book, Let's Heal, a workbook designed for Black women with various modalities by your co-host Donika and Myra, is now at a storefront. And so the storefront is Urbana Goods. It's a community store that brings an upgraded experience of connecting with the community with small crafting gatherings and workshops and supporting other local businesses by housing and selling their merchandise, such as us. And they even sell some of your typical items from the local convenience store. Like y'all, I literally bought some body butter, hair products, and a cute purse all from this store, just to give you a little example. So when you have some time, check out Urbana Goods. It's located in Gardena, California. The actual address is 1756 West El Segundo, Gardena, California, 90249. You can put it in your GPS, whatever you need to do, but go ahead and make your way there and check us out. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Black Women Healing Podcast. And today you have us, your two hosts, Myra and Donika. And we just decided today just to do a little guided journaling exercise. Instead of journaling, we're going to talk about it. So hopefully this helps you all to continue to reflect, as it is going to help us. So Myra's going to use the book. What book is this, Myra?
So this book is A Note to Self, and it was a journal that Alex L. created, but it's discontinued, so you're not going to be able to find it. So sorry about that. But I was able to get one of the copies. But since we're talking about Alex L., she actually recently just published a new book called How We Heal, and it is going to be released tomorrow. I was fortunate to get a pre-order, and I ordered some of my friends a copy. But that book, I believe, also has like journaling prompts in it. But if you sign up for her newsletter, she sends you 3 questions like every few days to answer. So that's free. So check that out.
Bomb. Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said Alex L is bomb.
Yeah, and it's just crazy now.
Yeah.
Like when I started following her, she was my age, and like it's just interesting to have seen her journey. So to give a little bit about Alex L, she is a poet, someone who leads meditation. She facilitates healing workshops, things like that. She's based in the DMV area, and she had her daughter, I want to say like when she was 18. So a lot of her journey, she talks about like when she had her daughter. And then it's really cool to see how she was like on this search for love, and she met this man on Twitter, and she flew to California to meet him, and she began dating him, and that is now her husband, and they have 2 beautiful baby girls together. So she has 3 daughters now. He's also a poet. And she had her own podcast with her daughter, but now she's transitioned over to have a podcast with, I think I talked about this book. It's about walking. The Daily Walk, I think is the name of their podcast. Actually, I can't think of the name of the book. So that's the work that she does. I know all this because I listen to her books. I'm not a creep. But anyway, I've also taken her classes, which she does classes like every few months where she'll like send you exercises to do and you talk about them with her for like 6 weeks. And so that's really cool. So she offers like a lot of different things. I love her. So yeah. Get started.
Talking about yeah.
Oh, let's see. Where should we start? Okay. So this question is, what parts of yourself are you most confident about? I like that question a lot, actually.
What parts of myself? I would say I like say the question again. I just want to make sure I'm using the right, thinking of the right thing.
I don't think I should repeat it then because I want you to say whatever you think.
Okay. So I mean, the first thing that's coming to mind is like my ability to recognize the power of vulnerability. I feel like that I'm pretty vulnerable with mostly my friends, but sometimes I'm vulnerable with people who are not my close friends too. I feel like that it helps me to build connection, and relatability. Like one of the biggest things like that I know that helps my own healing journey is like connecting with people and sharing my untreated trauma, my trauma, all the things. And so I guess I'm thinking of like if I'm going through something, most likely I am going to discuss what's going on with me, because I feel like it actually helps me. I feel like I've learned that about myself. Like, so I would say, yeah, my ability, that part of myself to be vulnerable and to recognize the power of it. I think that, yeah. What about you?
I like that. So mine would be my first one would be my gap. I love my gap. I remember my dance teacher, she also has a gap. Even though I hate dance, I never bring this up. But anyway.
Goodness.
My dance teacher will always be like, don't get braces because your teeth represent like character. And I used to be like, what is this lady talking about? But now as an adult, like it does bring character. And I notice people with like really straight teeth, I'd be looking for their character. I'm like, where is it? Like, I can't find it. Like, I find myself like really doing that just because I'm so set on like teeth. And I think eyes, I look at people's eyes. Like, people have big eyes, like, people have slants. I feel like some people, like, I really like the cute little bags. Like, when they're not like, they don't like you tired, but it looks like that's just how your eyes are. I think that is so cute.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then my other thing would be I feel like I easily connect with people. So I really like that about myself. And I can easily help other people connect with people. So I like that.
Yeah. Like when you talk about teeth though, like I love when people have character. And I say character in their teeth, meaning like I cannot stand the whole trend now with the fake teeth, or what are they called? The dentures or whatever it is.
Mhm.
I cannot stand that because it's just like, oh my goodness, everybody's teeth look exactly the same. They're not supposed to. Your teeth
Right.
are not supposed to be perfect like that. It just looks so weird. And so like I love teeth with character, whether it's like it goes up. Some people have like the vampire, like where the two come out. I most
Mhm.
definitely love a gap. My family's full of gaps. So I'm pretty sure if I have children, my child gonna have a gap because it doesn't skip me, and I think it skipped my mom and dad too. We have gaps on both sides, like big ass gaps too, not
That's
little
funny.
big ones. And so, like, I love a good gap, but I think that is such a good part of yourself that you've embraced because a lot of people don't. I mean,
Mhm.
I could name several people who closed their gap, not even just celebrities, but just people around me, and I just be like, no. But
Mhm.
to each his own, it's your body. You can do what you want, but I love the fact that that's one of the parts you've embraced.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Okay, so the next one is what is the last thing that made you laugh hard?
Oh yes. I love a good laugh. Make me laugh. Oh my goodness. So last week, it was Halloween weekend and my friend had a little kickback at her place and I invited another friend of mine. She came over. I'm like, we not dressing up, we just dressing down. It is what it is. I don't really feel like doing all of that. And she had this pink unicorn, one of those big blow up floaty suits that everybody's wearing.
Oh, I saw that on somebody's story. Was that
It
you
was
in
my story, yes. When I tell you, I went in my room. I was just finished getting dressed. I come back on. She got this big old pink suit on.
it?
I was gone, like crying, laughing. And then that ain't even the funniest part. So I put on some music. I'm recording. We dancing, laughing and stuff. It's just funny, right? Just humorous. And then I was like, I'm about to send you these videos. I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram. And so I sent them to the wrong person. When I tell you, I was crying, laughing like tears because I said, "Oh, I'm like, did you get them? She was like, no. I went to my page and I sent it to somebody completely different. And all I could think about is somebody waking up to those DMs. Imagine
Like,
just looking at your phone and seeing like it's random pink unicorn dancing. Like, what? So I was just cracking up. I hurry up and deleted them. So hopefully they didn't see them. But hey, that was a laugh for myself. Yeah. What about you?
Yesterday I was laughing a lot. So I'm trying to think of like one that's like funny that let me point out one. So my friends, we decided we are gonna make pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I left it to them to go get the stuff for the pizza, but they brought this nasty bread for the pizza and they bought cheddar cheese. And then the toppings that they bought did not make sense. I mean, I guess it made sense to them, but they bought like pineapple, olives, jalapenos, and pepperoni. And when I say it doesn't make sense what they bought, it was the version of it that they bought.
Oh, like the pineapples, it wasn't like what was like a
Like,
certain type of a cut of it, a type of thing. The jalapeno, certain cut, all of that type of thing.
yeah. So I was like, why did y'all get cheddar cheese? And they were like, because we think it's gonna be good. It ended up coming out as like pizza quesadillas, and like the cheese would not melt into the bread. It was just horrible. And they were really trying to force themselves to eat it. So that was a hot mess. Like looking at them, like forcing themselves to eat it. And I was like, y'all are only doing that because I said it wasn't gonna come out right. And they're and then I'm looking at throwing it away. I'm looking at you throwing it away. So that was funny. And I guess another one that was funny, one of my friends got 5 wigs for $100. Random as hell. So
she tried them on.
I tried them on and pretended to be different versions of Tina Turner, and they thought that was so funny. And I was like, this is just my personality. I just think y'all are not used to this. So we was dancing the whole time and just cracking up. So that was really fun. So yeah, I was dying laughing. I don't think they knew I was that silly, but I was like, I could have fun by myself.
Nah, yeah, you most definitely. I love when you bring that side out of you. Hilarious.
Yeah, we was having a little too much fun, but that I don't know why they bought that cheese. It was horrible.
I know, dang. It sounded like it was about to be a bomb little pizza night, and then it's over, you know?
All the wrong ingredients. Yeah. Okay. This one is, what questions do you ask yourself every day?
What's the priority? And it's just stuck on my head because this is really a theme that I use for my clients in general. So like a while ago, I was really a person who would always talk about like you gotta find balance, you can't do too much of this, too much of that. You gotta find this balance. And I was something on Instagram. I think it was one of our guests actually that we had before, and they talked about how there's no like using the word balance is not helpful. There's no like technically such thing. And so I was like, okay, really it's about what's the priority for now. And whenever you find the priority, then it automatically creates balance, if that makes sense. So anytime that I'm like struggling where I feel like it's too much going on, even when I don't think it's too much going on, I just be like, well, what's the priority? And once I figure out what's the priority, then I feel more at ease. It makes me like not have to like sometimes I'll create these long to-do lists and it's like you cannot do all of this today, even tomorrow, or even in the next week. So just pick the priority and you'll get to the rest of the things. So that's something I ask myself every day. Yeah.
Yours sounds very productive. Mine's is not. Mine's is usually, what you gonna eat for dinner? Do you got the ingredients to eat that? Do you want to order something on Postmates? Is Chick-fil-A open? Where are you gonna get ice? Do you want tea instead? You should probably stretch. Did you do that? Oh, did you make sure you use the restroom multiple times a day? Did you drink water? Those are usually my thoughts.
No, those are several thoughts. That's said one thought, right?
Oh, one question you ask yourself every
Yeah.
day. So okay, so my one question is, are you gonna go to the gym and work out, or are you not gonna work out? And lately it's been you not. So yeah,
Well,
that's mine. Pretty productive.
no, to go into this whole productivity thing, it sounds like that you are resting and replenishing in your own way. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like,
Of course.
all
Okay.
those things will be here.
This next one is, what were you passionate about 10 years ago, and are you still passionate about it? I can't believe I was turning 18 10 years ago. That's wild to even think. Wow.
I cannot believe that I'm 29. But anyways,
We old.
nah, I ain't even gonna claim that. But
Older than we were 10 years ago.
absolutely, in these years, they are going. They're going.
Mm-hmm.
They're for sure here and going. 10 years ago, something I was passionate about, I'm no longer passionate about. I feel like 10 years ago, I was most definitely passionate about just staying, like always doing something. I remember even how I got to like being a part of so many different clubs. Like I've always been active. Like my mom, she always would put us in like different stuff at the community centers, boys and girls clubs. So we did everything, dancing, stepping, freaking. I mean, anything you could think of, sewing, cooking classes. Like my mom had us in all type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember my sister got pregnant in high school, and I remember her telling me, she was like, just do everything in school, like be a part of everything. Well, just telling me all this stuff. So I was just like, all right. And so my freshman year in high school, I didn't do anything. Like as far as like being involved in extracurricular activities. But after that, my sister told me that I was junior and senior class president. I was on a dance team. I was one of the coaches one year. I did freaking, what's that thing called? Not baseball, but the softball. Yeah, I did softball. I was a part of an advocacy program on campus. I did so much stuff. And even going into like college, it slowed down, but I created my own dance organization. Like it was always about like doing something. You always have to be doing something. And like back then, I mean, it was fun and I'm grateful for it, but I really now looking back, I'm like, what was the purpose of all of that? Like, and so now I feel like I was really passionate about just doing something, just do stuff. And now I'm not so much like that. I'm still doing things, but I'm really recognizing of like, am I passionate about this or am I just doing it to do it? And if it's just doing it to doing it, I am cutting it off.
Yeah.
No, for me, I'm not about that just doing stuff to do it life just to say or to put something on the resume or just to say, oh yeah, I got a business or whatever the big thing is now. Everybody want to be, especially in LA. It's like, oh, what are you doing? What type of stuff do you do? It's like I don't even care about that, like, do I like what I'm doing? And so that is something I've noticed about myself that's different, which is great. I'm grateful for it because that is how burnout starts, right? That is how you get lost in your identity and who you are as a person. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Interesting. So the question is, what were you passionate about? Are you still passionate about it? So,
oh snap.
but you answered it though. You answered it correctly, because I was going to say, for me, I've always wanted to be a therapist, and I've always been interested in mental health since I was like 15. So it hasn't changed. Like I've always said, like I'm gonna be a marriage and family therapist. I've looked into social work, but this is what I've always wanted to do, and I'm still passionate about it. So I'm appreciating that, because like a lot of my peers and a lot of people, like I read about on forums and stuff, they're like, this is something you do for a few years and then you move on to something else. Like this is not a job or an interest that people have for very long. And for me, I'm at the point where I still enjoy it, but now I'm like, I realize there's so many things I could do with this. So always looking for new things to do. So I'm really appreciating that. So I'm going to ask one more question before we wrap up. And this question is, do you look forward more to waking up or going to sleep? And why?
Ooh.
You want me to go first? Because like you thinking real hard.
Go first, please.
For me, I think it depends on the location that I'm in. So I feel like when I'm at home, I do look forward to going to sleep because I feel like I kind of make it worth it. Like I feel like I do so much in the day, and especially like having a baby being so busy, it's like my body gets to like as opposed to in the morning, it's like I gotta do this shit again. So I like that moment to aha. But if I'm like traveling or something, I'm always looking forward to waking up. So I'm like, what are we about to do? What are we about to get into? Like, I don't want to go to sleep because like I don't want to miss anything while I'm there. Um, and I would say it's a mixed bag, like when I'm like with family, because it's like sometimes we do so much I want to go to sleep, and then sometimes it's like I'm excited for what we're gonna do for the next day or like what's planned. So it definitely depends on location for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like what I realized is that I don't like either one. Um, and it sounds really bad,
Just
but
sleeping habit.
yeah, my sleeping habits are all over the place. I'm really working and I'm really wanting to work on it. Um, so it's one of those where I guess I can say I like waking up whenever I want to, and I like to go to sleep whenever I want to. So basically, if it was up to me, I would not have a set time that I have to wake up, or I wouldn't have to use alarms. I would get to wake up whenever my body wants to. Sometimes it might be 8, sometimes it might be 9, or whatever it is. And then the same thing is going to sleep. Whenever I want to go to sleep is whenever I want to go to sleep. And so it changes. It changes depending on what's going on, right? So if I do have something that I have to get up for, then obviously I have to. But basically, I think that this is something I need to work on, because if I had a sleep schedule, then my body would actually wake up at the same time, right? And so I did start this new thing where I want to have like a morning routine where I do like 20-30 minutes of something audio, so like a podcast or something, music, whatever, something visual, whether that is um like some sticky notes or something, and then something that's like active. It could be literally like a 5-minute walking video or stretching or something. So I think that if I have like something in place for me to do, then I'll look forward to it. But right now, I usually don't start work until a little later. And so it's kind of be like, well, what are you going to do? And I don't like doing work before work.
I like that you're highlighting that though, because it's making me think about this conversation that's been going on around like if you get up at 5 a.m. you're more productive and you can like do all these things and blah blah blah. But what you're making me think about is the exact reason why I only work between 1 and 7. And that's because that gives me the flexibility to go to sleep whenever I want and still also wake up whenever I want in a way that makes sense. Because if I'm only working between 1 and 7 and I'm working from home, I could definitely wake up at 12 if I wanted to. I could stay up all night if I wanted to, but I'm still able to do the things I need to do within the day while still feeling rested. And so I'm always encouraging my clients to like throw away that narrative of if you wake up at 5 a.m. and you do all these things, like your day counts. Like you can literally structure it to how you want. And like you said, like I don't do work before work. Like I might think about it and be like, okay, with this client, I'm probably going to try this new thing. But that's a thought. Like it's not something I'm about to sit down and like plan out or nothing like that. Like if it don't fit into the workday, I'm not doing it. So
Exactly.
I like that. So we did something different for today, and I hope maybe y'all take some of the questions and try them out too. So Donika, did you want to say anything before we wrap up?
Yeah, just promoting some of the events that we have going on. So, just promoting our event, Black Women Healing Podcast. We're having an interactive healing session Saturday, December 10th, 11:30 a.m. at Urbana Goods in Gardena, California. Yeah, we would love for you all to come out and join us. It's been a while since we've been able to connect in person. So go ahead and get your tickets. It's on Eventbrite, and you can find the link in our bio. And also, we'll put them in the description notes. And Myra also has something coming up.
Yes, I have the Resilient Tea coming up on December 11th in Beverly Hills, and we'll share the link on our link tree. And I think that's it for this week's episode.
Absolutely. See you all next Monday.